matter how good you are at selling, you're not spending all day closing deals. You're spending 99% of your time on the behaviors and activities you hope are going to lead to sales. When I was a salesperson, I struggled for a long time actually. After a little while, when I kind of got my rhythm down and started to get pretty good at it, I realized that it wasn't any like magical closing technique or like some special relationships that kind of came to fruition or like whatever it might be. Like there was no like secret magic. And what I found was that I started to realize that, gosh, like the reason that a lot of these sales are happening is because of the things that I do day in and day out. Like I'm always staying in front of people. I'm always like sending new ideas. The point is as I learned myself and I learned from my peers who were very successful as well, that's what it often came down to. Just like the day-to-day things that you do.
So what are you hearing? What are some of the big misses of the sales leadership model?
When you think about like any part of the organization, there's a tremendous organization and planning. Like what are the steps that I'm going to do and what's the outcome that I need? But for some reason, a lot of places doesn't exist in sales. Like, and it's very odd. No matter what you're doing, like if you're closing a deal, whether it's in one call or if it's over the course of 6 months, it's still a cascading chain of behaviors or activities and milestones that lead towards some outcome. So if you have a really clear short sales cycle, it probably is things like how many calls are you making, how many conversations are you having, how many opportunities you're creating, and then that turns into a win. If it's something long, it's different. It's like how many C-level conversations are you having, how many ROI meetings are you having, how many times are you getting to this critical stage gate where you connected with the 5 like the buyers that are involved in the process. So it's the same. There's still this chain of this process that occurs, and you just need to map it out. And so there's this more process thinking that is kind of entering any sales organization, whether it's big or small or short sales cycle or long sales cycle. That process mentality, that inputs drive outputs kind of mentality can really apply in any scenario.